because if you my friend, bro, you just gonna be real, fo. You ain't. First of all, me being friends with Remo, I would assume you what's the opposite of homosexual?
Heterosexual.
I would assume his ass is a homosexual, and he different. So if he was not a homosexual,
you gotta say heterosexual.
A heterosexual. So if he was a heterosexuals, bro, I'm gonna assume that you ahead of the sexuals and bro ahead of the sexuals too. I'm already ahead of the sexuals. So I'm assuming everybody who hangs with me is ahead of the sexuals, bro. If you're not ahead of these sexuals, then
yeah, I just wanted to clarify that we're all ahead of the sexuals. That's how we're gonna start this live stream, and yeah, I am very tempted to play that again. Did not want to return to this topic, but you know what can I say? It's in circulation. Here we are again. This is like how do you say? Is it full circle? I mean, what's up, Maxwell? You know, I'm really gonna appreciate your feedback here. Like right now, anybody that happens to jump in, I'm asking you. Okay, I want your opinion. I'm sorry to put the pressure on you, but I need somebody else's opinion other than all the pages and the channels that have their agendas that they want to push. You know, they either want to, you know, ride his dick and be like, no, he's never wrong, or some people are like, I'm a fan, but he's wrong on this. And some people are like, yeah, no, it's absolutely out of this world. Hey, Shamrock. So, yeah, man. Okay, the name that it's, you know, it's not always toxic, right? It's not. Here's the first thing I want to point out. All right, and just FYI, the first video I opened up with, I think everybody will enjoy. So this right here, I saw. Here we go. All right. I saw Ryan Upchurch, you know, in that guy Mr. Fusion's chat. He wasn't on panel or anything. He was just responding. It seems like this time, unlike when the Rodney case first came to YouTube's true crime's doorstep, everybody was more receptive, and now, you know, we are beyond a year later, and somehow the P. Diddy news has triggered Upchurch into thinking, you know, I mean, this post, okay? So I brought up this other individual's chat because Upchurch was like, you know, I'm just posting this and I'm looking for, you know, what people think. He was trying to say he wasn't implying anything with this photograph. I know, like, look at this. It was it was 2 days ago. 2 days ago on YouTube, in YouTube time is like, it might as well have been 4 years ago, because there must have been 80 something videos and people jumping on this. I wanted to avoid this as much as possible, but it bothers me. And, you know, going back to how the channel got its traction, I'm bothered by, you know, how that went down, and that's reflected in the description. So you tell me, Maxwell, you're the first one I addressed. I can't see the chat right now. Yo, Zanime, why your alleged niece looks like this little girl P. Diddy adopted. So, this girl right here, he's alleging, is the same girl that's in this picture. And he goes forward even more into saying this, that these are all the same person. That's the implication. Now, he, in the chat, like, I was watching it, not in real time, after the fact. He was like just walking it back and really trying to distance himself from making it seem like he's come to any conclusion, but his mind is clearly made up. So, Maxwell, I ask you, all right, I respect your opinion. I think you're a smart fella. Do you see this person, this girl, to be the same girl here. All right, let's look at the bone structure, facial features. Okay, I mean they're just at the same angle. That's it. Okay, and he was like the lighting is different, so there's gonna be some difference. And then the video, I found the video, by the way. Now it's a creepy ass video. Here, let's get distracted briefly. Maxwell, let me see if you did. Hey Trisha, I tried not to. I really didn't want to do this. Okay, he definitely makes some pretty incredible leaps. Yeah, man. You see, Maxwell, that's how I got pulled in, dude. I felt like I was a part of like uncovering something pretty insane, right? I really believed it in the beginning and in the middle, and then it just got deeper and crazier, and so did everybody and everything connected to it. But at this point, at least, and thank you for being concise, and thank you, Trisha, as well. Like all input. This is not to trash anybody. I just the truth is the pursuit, right? So, uh, yeah, no, I just if you're in the chat and you're willing to engage, if you believe this girl looks similar enough to pass as being suspect, I guess hit 1 if you feel so inclined. Hit 2 if you just do not believe this is the same girl. I don't think this is that person. I don't think that person is this person. However, you see, and I hate that it's all muddied up because the video of the girl that P. Diddy did adopt, it's cringy and disturbing, and I have it here for you. So just listen to her, man. I don't know. She just I guess she seems very uncomfortable. I mean, we know P. Diddy's the diddler, and I hope he goes away for a very long time, never sees the light of day. I hope he sings like a bird. I hope we get 2024, the year of justice. It started out with a bang. Cat Williams exposed. He called it. He said 2024 was going to be the year we're going to see a lot of big, powerful people get exposed, and I hope that's the case. But this, like, I feel bad for the Rodney family, and I was convinced that there was or is some sort of court proceedings and suing that made it so he couldn't continue to drag that name of the. I think she's gone. Rest in peace, I believe. And I think that family, as much as people wanted to paint them as villains, I think they've already been dragged enough. That's my opinion. But here's the video. This is not connected to the theory that he's pushing forward or implying or whatever. This is just a cringy ass video. Oh yeah, the video, the volume is really bad. Hold up. That's better.
I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava.
What's your other last name?
Ava Barone.
Eva Barone Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents that you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what exactly was going on in this video? Was it a joke? A troll in this video?
What did she say?
Does anyone?
His kids decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Yeah.
His kids.
It was a joke.
Okay.
Diddy's alleged mule, as described in a recent lawsuit, was arrested Monday while Diddy and his crew were stopped by federal law enforcement agents. TMZ has confirmed. According to the affidavit obtained by TMZ, 25-year-old Brendan Paul was booked on 2 separate drug charges after the feds intercepted Diddy's plane at the Opa-locka airport in Miami, namely one count of possession of suspected cocaine and another of possession of suspected marijuana candy, both of which are felonies in Florida. In the paperwork, officers claim that while they were working
All right.
in conjunction...
I mean, I just wanted to show that cringy video, and Upchurch is claiming that is Xana May's niece, and I just no, I don't agree, and oh God, well, that's unfortunate. I told him I really wish that he would just what are we gonna do? Some people just can't change, and I hope he does. All right. So the video here, okay, I don't want to spend too much time on it. I just cannot believe. Okay, so here's a shitty theory I have about this. I mean, is it possible that Ryan Upchurch is now relying on the conspiracies that he is pushing to get and monetization? He's got it all on. So every person that clicks, he's gonna get a little bit of dough from YouTube, and something was posed as a question. And I know that there's a lot of fans of Ryan Upchurch here on this channel. All right, I'm just proposing questions. I'm just being honest with myself and with you, and you can feel however you wish. And if that's enough for you to unsubscribe, you have my blessing. Not that you needed it. So yeah, the question was posed, like, why not, I don't know, cover any local cases of missing kids? Is it because the international ones get more attention? I mean, I'm not gonna. I do believe that he really believes, that he's doing good. That I believe his heart is in it. I just wish he would listen to people that challenged his opinion sometimes. Because when I was watching him in that other person's live, he wasn't. He called everybody that would question him or disagree with him bad at communication. Come on now. At least have a civil discourse, right? So here we go again.
So I'm gonna keep it simple. This Kylie Rodney case is not over with. It didn't even fucking end yet. First off, let's recognize this. There was 4 YouTubers.
If he was in fact sued, Trisha, help me with this one if you're still here. If he was, then how is he still able to use her namesake and have the title "No Proof of Her Existence" still? I mean, if this has not gone forward in the courts, then there's way more ammunition. But okay, or is this like the final throes of somebody that's desperate? I don't know. I don't know what we're looking at here. And look, we entertain conspiracies here, and I certainly preach that the truth is always stranger, more terrifying than fiction. Okay, that's a fact. But this one, I think it's just it's had its final death rattle already, as somebody mentioned.
Attacking anybody who was looking into this. Apparently, they don't know each other and didn't associate with each other before this Kylie Rodney case.
So he'd be implying that the YouTubers that ended up all covering this at separate times, or that they were secretly in on it, and then they just kind of inadvertently told the world that they were, they showed everybody, yeah, we're all connected in this, and we're just like being bad actors, or I don't understand. So no, I don't believe those people knew each other outside of YouTube. The burden of proof would be on the person with the claim, right? I don't know. All right.
They were all working together to misconstrue everybody and attack anybody who was finding out any fucking thing at all. And it seemed like the whole goal of what they were doing was to protect this fat bitch. Now keep in mind, Xana May is the first motherfucker to have all this information about this party that nobody has information about. She's the only one who has it. But here's the problem with these fucking weird-ass YouTubers taking up for her and correlating this shit, is that she was blatantly fucking guilty looking right off the rip, because she has 3 different stories about how she found out about this fucking party that happened, apparently. And none of them match each other at all.
So this was at actual campground, but it was like right next to them, right next to their party.
Oh wow.
Yes. Okay. So this was sent from somebody that she knew there at this separate party. This was the Mexican party that she mentioned and got shit on so much for even saying that. So somebody sent this to her via Snapchat. She mentions this on good old Tony Dodge's channel, and the shit hits the fan. Somehow this beautiful Mexican party turns into her being at the party, and it just goes deeper and crazier down the rabbit hole. We like rabbit holes here. We really do. But what in the hell? Just okay, you tell me, anybody that happens upon here, comments or live chat, replay crew, you tell me what you believe at this point after all the information that we've gotten. And remember, Google Maps, Google Images are usually about 5 to 10 years late, unless it tells you specifically that it was updated.
And they look like they're having so much fun. I want to be part of this. Right?
Yeah.
Notice no music is posted at the top. I mean, I haven't seen the original. I'm just going to assume, because it sounds muted. Doesn't sound like you can hear anything or anyone. I hope he's not intentionally, like doing that. Like, you know what I'm getting at here. I have not heard the original. If the original has sounds, I hope he didn't just, edit shit out just to fit a narrative. I don't know. See, I don't feel as comfortable as he does or others do with making claims, But anyway.
Now look, this is specific. So you see how he laughed about wanting to be there and them both laughing about how they want to be there? Well, that guy, Tony Dodge, was there on his Facebook check-ins. That's probably why they're laughing, because they was there, acting like they weren't there. So on Tony Dodge's Facebook, on his GPS check-ins, guess what? He checked in somewhere on August 9th and August 11th. Do you know where that might be? Truckee.
I feel like I remember this being explained away a long time ago, but okay. Just let it roll. Let the tail of the tape roll.
Where was Anime during that time? Oh yeah, Truckee. So my question is, why would you act like you're not there, but you are actually there?
So I took a video.
And it looks like a beautiful campground. No, it's gorgeous.
Right? And it was right next to that.
Wow. So this is a place where families go to have a good time.
So then these two people, if they were there, if they were a part of this crime or conspiracy, they are going to go ahead and risk it all for this guy who is relying on super chats that built his channel from nothing to, I don't know, 12,000, 15,000. And this woman who was in the military, they're going to put it all out there and make themselves suspects. Why would they do that? I mean, I know criminals can be dumb, but how dumb do they have to be to fit this fucking narrative that's still going on? Like, my legitimate concern is with the family and the friends and everybody, the lives that were ruined as a result of this, the people that were harassed to no end. I mean, just can it stop? Can it stop? And does somebody with a huge platform ever have to be held accountable for what they put out there? Now there's channels starting to accuse Ryan Upchurch of brainwashing his fans. I scrolled through the comments of the video that we're now watching. Okay, here. See. And as I look, these are all new. There, I put my dear God. When you put top comments, all it is like, oh my God, dude, I see the light, and everything that plays to his narrative, where he's ultimately right and smarter than everybody else. He'll heart react, respond, and
There was a party right next to the party itself.
oh god, I had no volume. How long did I have no? How long? Oh my god, you can hear me now. I wonder how long that was happening. Fantastic. Oh my god. Hi, all things independent. I swear, how sensitive is this thing? What is it? My Junos over here. Ah, that was a good 3 minutes. All right, I'm gonna edit 3 minutes out. 3 minutes are going bye bye. All right, so here's what I was saying, and I'm gonna be very, very cautious here. See, it just knocked into my chin. That's probably what did it. Okay, for one, okay, why would Tony Dodge and Xana May, if they were really a part of this conspiracy and crime, put themselves out there as the number one suspects? Okay, why would and I don't know which parts you guys heard or not. Like, did Ryan Upchurch have the originals, and did he not play the sound? Because he put up there, why is there no sound? Does the original clip have sound in and of itself? But I know that often people say criminals are dumb, but think of all that they have to lose here. Truly, okay. We got Tony Dodge, who built the channel. I mean, it's he left anyway because of all the harassment that came. Xana May's explanation of getting the video, she is consistent in explaining it. Upchurch tries to say time and time again that she keeps screwing up the story of how she got the footage. I believe it's stayed from the get-go that she had a friend that was there, and they simply sent the footage to her, which became, and I get, was it after the crime that becomes relevant? So the friend sends it. I don't know. See, it's crazy. So even I forget that I've been through a year of this, so it is tiresome to go through the whole rigmarole again. But you're gonna get to hear her explain how she got this footage, and it stacks up with me. So okay, damn, 3 minutes of nothing. All right. So there's the daytime here, and look out for, this is what I was pointing out. Look out for all of the little tidbits that he puts up here at the top, which is, I guess, the narrative that he is trying to continue to push. So okay.
Okay, exactly.
Looks like a safe place to be. It looks like
If they were there and had anything to do with this, like I thought it was the Kylie Rodney family, they wanted to scam GoFundMe. Like, which is the crime? Is it Tony Dodge and Xana May that they're a part of this trafficking team and they took Kylie Rodney, and somehow the Rodney family decided, okay, let's scam GoFundMe, which is really challenging and really hard, and you get in a lot of trouble, and you end up, well, having to refund all the money, pay fines, and get arrested for fraud. So this is 3 different individuals putting themselves at a lot of risk for what? To show that they have some footage that happens to be somewhat adjacent to the night of the crime. That's why I believe she shared it, not just to showcase it. She's like, well, shit, she decided she was going to get into true crime. She's like, okay, here's some footage of a party that was somewhat near the night of the tragedy, so let me share it on this guy's channel. Like, that makes logical sense to me. So he's pushing, like, so who is really the guilty party? Who is the criminal? Who stands to gain what? Did these two, in Ryan Upchurch's opinion, morons, just out themselves on all of YouTube by trafficking Kylie Rodney and going on here just to show that they have some content? Meanwhile, the Rodney family at the same time, first off, she never existed, so that's a part of the theory too. And they're scamming GoFundMe. So we have a lot of active crimes here. None of that is making any sense to me. We have to look for motive in any time with a crime. I'm not a professional. I see that Ryan Upchurch likes to make fun of people that, I don't know, critically think or look into crimes or look into anybody that has an opinion. You put it out there in public. Okay. I mentioned something before I maybe muted myself. I do believe that somebody with over 3.2 million people should be mindful of what they put out there. Okay. And this is why I'm passionate about all of the harm this fucking case has done to the people, the family, the friends, the community, everybody. This seems so distasteful, so cold. And I do believe that Ryan Upchurch, that's somewhere in there, like his heart is in the fight. But I think I already proposed that, I don't know if the intentions are all 100% pure. I think he's got a good heart, but at this point, I'm just completely confused.
A lot of fun.
And
But,
then, so this was Friday nights.
Wow.
Sorry.
Bunch of kids out there having a good time. No, you don't.
There's a video that I have. There was a party right next to the party itself. I have a video of a Snapchat because I went to during the whole situation. I went on Snapchat and just kind of like, oh, let's see if anybody's posting stuff around this area. There was a video about this beautiful Hispanic party, and I don't remember, like, they were grilling the cactuses, but I really want to try them because they look so freaking delicious. But it was like literally right next to their party site. So I'm curious if any of those people actually saw anything that happened, or they heard anything, or that party was conjoined with the other party. Have you seen that?
No. No, I haven't.
Okay, was it me that said she had a friend there, or did she find the Snapchat video? Like, we're gonna be I know we went through a year of this shit, okay? So bear with me if I'm not as sharp as I once was on this, because I was obsessed with this shit. I was absolutely pulled in, okay? That's how this whole I don't know, this mess started.
What was the beautiful Spanish party? I remember that quote.
Okay.
And stuff. What was that about?
So it's a screen capture from an iPhone from a Snapchat. Mm-hmm. So what happened once I found out about this case, what I did, I went on Snapchat Maps, and I zoomed in.
It sounds like the same thing that she described in the first clip. Just she explains it differently. All right, correct me if I'm wrong here. So okay, I think I'm the one, bad me. All right, 12-hour shift, no excuse. I think I had it in my head that she had a friend there that sent it to her. No, she was searching in the area or something. Let me read.
So I'm curious if any of those people, and I don't remember. I went on Snapchat and just kind of like, oh, let's see if anybody's posting stuff around this area. There was a video about this beautiful Hispanic party, and I don't remember, like, they were grilling the cactuses, but I really want to try them because they look so freaking delicious. But it was like literally right next to their party site. So I'm
okay. When what the cactuses, or is she referring to being interested in finding footage of this party because of the cactuses, or was it the case? Oh, God, it's not going to happen again. I promise. I've established, why I believe what I believe, and I think we have too much evidence to disprove a lot of the insanity. But let's see what happens here live.
I'm curious if any of those people actually saw anything that happened, or they heard anything.
Okay, no, her first explanation lines up. She is also looking for footage. She was looking for footage of any parties that were near the original night of the tragedy, and trying to see any connections, like a true crime investigator, not calling her any of those things, but she was trying to get content and make connections and possibly reach somebody that she could get a comment from. And that's exactly what she repeats in the next clip, just in a different way. Conversation changes. It's never robotic. It's not going to be the exact same words every time. It's the same explanation, different words.
Or that party was conjoined with the other party. Have you seen that?
No. No, I haven't. I was.
What was the beautiful Spanish party? I remember that quote and stuff. What was that about?
So it's a screen capture from an iPhone from a Snapchat.
Mhm.
So what happened once I found out about this case, what I did, I went on Snapchat Maps, and I zoomed in around this area and then clicked, there's a little blue dot over there, and then clicked to see if there's any videos of the party or anything else. So that's all it is.
So pretty much she used Snapchat. So pretty much this fucking 40-year-old lady and her 40-year-old friends.
The case got her attention. She illustrated that both times, just with different words. That shouldn't really be a mindfuck to anybody. So she looked for via Snapchat, which is one of the smartest tools to use in this case if you wanted to find anything in that area. So she searched other parties, and that's why she got the footage she did.
Used Snapchat to find a teenage party? Why would you do that?
After the case, right? Did we not just go through that, or am I missing something?
And the reason I did not release it because it had a person's name at the top, full first and last name, and that didn't feel right for me to actually release it because that's their personal information.
Anyway, when you say you were there was a Mexican party going on, how did you know there was a Mexican party going on?
Well, there's a music, and it was a very cultural party.
I'm a local from this town, so I found something out, and I just want to curious how it works out to you. But when you were there at that party, did anybody call 911 that night?
I was not at any party.
How do you know there was music there?
Snapchat. It's a video from Snapchat.
Okay, I don't know that. No, I was asking if her niece was the one that had sent her a Snapchat from the party, and she said that she heard the music. So I was curious on who sent it to her. Or did 3 girls from a store in our town send it to you?
No one sent it to me. It's on the Snapchat open source maps. And I did a screen recording.
All right, anybody that's here after the faux pas, is it making sense? After you are asked a question time and time again, it's not going to come out the same. It's not going to come out the same. But it sounds like she's repeating the same fucking point.
Of the open source tool that is available on Snapchat.
Okay. That's all I mean, there's lots of other questions.
I mean, she said a bunch of times that her niece is 11. It's just like, it's kind of, do you really feel the need to like keep at? You think she's lying about that? And I'm asking genuinely because I'm trying to.
Okay, now see. Oh, if I get confused, it's gonna frustrate me. I don't have enough sleep to not get confused. So she has a niece that was what assistance exactly? She helped find the video, or the niece was at the beautiful Mexican party? Is that what it was? Help me, chat.
I know you were planning the trip, but is that a big thing for you to travel to?
It's 3 hours away.
Okay.
It's 3 hours away from here, and then I actually spent a night with my friend in Sacramento. So on the 12th, I spent there, and it's about an hour and a half away from Sacramento.
And how did you because you said that you didn't, and I'm going to ask you, you said you already had the plan to go kayaking there, but before August the 6th, when Kylie disappeared, is that fair to say? Or do you just like the area, or how did you find about the area?
So Lake Tahoe area is very beautiful. Okay. And literally that lake is the only body of water I have not kayaked around that area.
So you're a kayaker. You love doing that.
See what I'm saying? So even...
Okay. So anybody in the chat, let me see. Don't say muted again. Everything's working, right? Okay. So let me see, because I am honestly, like, I don't want to be confused again. It's just you gotta, I hope everybody can give a little slack, because I'm going through this. We're gonna go right back to that. I'm going through this after a year, and I wish I could have documented like every time that I formed a whole new opinion. Remember, I started as a believer, Okay, that's where I was. And then the more information that became available, I still stand by the fact that you always have to look for a motive, and the motive just doesn't add up with any of the claims from Mr. Upchurch here. Okay, the family is trying to scam GoFundMe. Kylie Rodney never existed. Then who got trafficked? Who got trafficked? Tony Dodge and Xana May make themselves targets of an investigation by trafficking someone who never existed. And then there was that, I don't even want to repeat the poor girl's name, who got pulled into the whole thing and can't even have social media anymore because they thought that somehow she was pretending to be the victim. So let me see for any answers here, because easily I'm gonna get confused again. I can tell. And they say, oh, let me see all things independent. Setting interaction with the channel that tried to spin my intentions with it. Well, look out for that. Okay, there's too much of that shit. All right, they were making nopales. Of course, it was a Mexican party. Have always believed this woman. I don't feel she's been dishonest at all. See, in the beginning, it was too easy to be enticed. I got sucked into the, how shall I put it? I got sucked into the allure of conspiracy, and my already, like, we are notoriously at statistically, we've never distrusted our government as much as now, I believe, especially with everything, the technology as it is. So when we hear somebody, especially to many people, an idol, or someone that has over 3 million people to reach, they see somebody that has the answers. I applaud him for critically thinking. I just wish he would be a little more careful when he says such insanity and says, look, allegedly, this is my opinion. Please, guys, I'm just trying to figure this all out. Don't go after people in my name. Don't hate people that disagree or publicly, address me like this. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, I've seen the double standard in the communities and the tribalism, and it's the most disgusting part of humanity on YouTube. So, okay, so where does he go after all this? Like, I can't establish motive. That's the biggest problem. Does she exist or does she not exist? Is the family trying to rip off GoFundMe? And why? What exactly is Tony Dodge and Xana May guilty of? If they're traffickers, who did they traffic? Because the girl that Kaylee, I'm not going to say her last name, that he ended up getting her into this mess, who had to get off of social media because your 3 million followers or the 200 idiots that are there harassed her to no end. She's not a victim. She's a victim of your conspiracy, but she's not a victim of, the actual tragedy we are pretty much aware, not pretty much, we are aware took place. Some people will not accept anything if it bursts the idea that they have pushed, either it be pride, ego, I don't know, but I've never seen him apologize. I've never seen him be humble. Like, he's done good deeds, he's got that good heart, but there's certain things, like, he will not admit he's wrong, and that's something that I don't find very endearing.
No, her story is so fucked. These individuals, even though it's fucked, they're trying to unfuck it for her. So now that that's established, what did Xana May keep telling everybody? You must call the police. Here's the number for the police. The police. Call the police. The police.
Yeah, that's exactly what a criminal would want everybody to do. Let me put the footage I have that maybe could help the case, and let me tell everybody who has access to me on this massive social platform to let me tell them to call the police so I can get so my crime can unfold, so the girl that doesn't exist that I trafficked can get found out and I'll get put away. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then Icked Mail and Ronnie and then the whole cast of characters. Ugh. Oh, and Captain Kurt, you were there. You're just as guilty, motherfucker.
Here's the thing about the fucking police. You got to ask yourself this. Why is Nevada County and Placer County police separated from Truckee police the entire time? Well, the situation happened smack dab in the middle of Truckee. So how come the Truckee police are not talking on these press conferences? It's only Nevada County and Placer County. Well, I find it pretty weird that Nevada County and Placer County are the only ones in these press conferences, right? That appear to know anything. But when this apparent car was found, who's the only cop car that was there? The one that's not involved with these press conferences, a Truckee cop car. So I went to Google Earth and I was like, you know what? Nevada County Police and Placer County Police are being weird. I'm going to look up their police department. You can't find it on Google Earth. You go to Placer County Police Department, it's nothing but a fucking admin center and a road depot.
Have you been asking yourself how you get a job at a top tech
Good
firm
old
like Google or
monetized. I don't know. Who am I to make this judgment? But like, if his whole goal was like just the truth and nothing but the truth, right? If that was the case, I mean, again, I've monetized stupid ass videos, right? But clearly, like, he knows this gets attention, and I proposed the question again. He didn't respond when he was in that other channel. When they're like, why don't you cover any of the local missing kids in your own community? Why always focus on the international ones? And I mean, he's in the business. Nobody's an angel. Everybody knows what works. This is a niche, okay? This is the demographic. He knows he has a community that will chase after this shit, and the bigger the better. I think, and I'm not questioning his heart, but I am some of the intent, you know? If your primary concern was the truth, why even have the monetization on, man? But I understand, like, also, I don't know, devil's advocate. I got two sides of me here. If you're wanting to get the hate watchers back, you know, you want to just make them go through the ads. I don't know. But why not cover the local missing kids? I mean, I think he would have enough persuasion and power to actually affect something, some more positive change there. The mic is still on, don't worry. Okay, we're looking. Google Earth is not reliable, man. This is not reliable. You don't know how old these pictures are.
Notice the informational sign says the sheriff's department is down the street somewhere. The only thing that's pointing up that road is the road depot, so it's not a police department.
Why doesn't he just plan a trip and just walk these grounds? Because this has been debunked, and I've been in live chats on other channels that show, you know, all the missing pieces here. So this doesn't even hold up, and he just never looks at any of the opinions or information that are counter to what he is trying to sell. And I'm all for it. I'm all for conspiracy, man. I don't trust any of the three-letter agencies or the government. We're on the same team here. I just want to understand your brain, dude. I like the way you think, and that's why I started on the path in the first place. But then it got too wild, dude. Like, when enough information came out, that's when I disavowed.
All right, so Nevada County Sheriff Department appears to be a housing complex with no cop cars at all whatsoever. Just random cars and kayaks. So on Google Earth, in front of Nevada County Sheriff Department, there's another Nevada County Sheriff Department. But when you click on that one's also not a police department at all. It's just a dingy little hut with SPU on it. Don't even say police or nothing. So I looked up what SPU even means in abbreviation form. Everything that I found doesn't involve police departments at all. So SPU means a spot to pick up something, or it's a series of information used to communicate. Who's communicating? So pause, think about this.
I heard that he went as far as saying that Mail lives close to P. Diddy or something, or the location, and now, like, by proxy, he's involved in that too. Bro, did Icked Mail like just try to sue Upchurch yet entirely?
Anime is saying, call the police, call the police, call the police. She's given the same number as the Nevada and Placer County sheriffs are given at their press conferences, right? Okay. Well, look at this spokesperson, self-proclaimed on the bottom of the screen as the sheriff. What is her name?
Good afternoon. My name is Angela Musalam.
So let me get this straight. You're the fucking sheriff of this police department that no one can find to exist. And Zanime is telling everybody call the police, giving the same number, and you'll have pictures together.
What? Oh my god, not again. Not again, dude. What? Okay. He really likes his photographs. What can I say? I mean, this is not something that would hold up. It's enough for internet conspiracy, but going in a court of law and trying to push this man, this is it's not enough. It's enough to feed people that, and I know it. I know I have people that are, they're not going to be happy with the stance I've taken, but I've said this before, say it again. I've never meant it more than I do now. Okay, I'd rather stand up for what I believe in and be known for that than be around for, spewing or simping like some of the other fuckers do, and be somebody I'm not, and say things I don't believe just to fit in. That was a grotesque and interesting part of my life. But this is not enough, man. This is just not enough for you to say 100% tangible evidence that they're connected 100%. No fucking way, dude. Chat, what do you think? What do you think? I see similarities, but I do not see the same person. Anybody? It was an hour away. He's not. This is so. I don't know what. Oh, sorry, Saffron. I left you up there. A local asking some good questions. Okay, it was an hour away. That's correct.
So this Angela Musalam lady who knows Zanime is the police, right? Well, that's what I thought. So now this lady who's been with the Placer and Nevada County police all week doing press conferences saying she's the police. Now that police station that I can't find no information about is saying she's not the police. So Zanime, what are you doing? You telling people to call the police that is not the police. It's really your friend that you have pictures with? Well, no wonder y'all don't want anybody to look into this shit, because it is 20 kinds of fucked. By the way, this case never fucking ended, by the way. You want to see the actual fucking chain of events? So here's the chain of actual events.
I don't understand all the energy if his conclusion is that she just never existed in the first place. What is Anime guilty of? What are they covering up?
August 6th, Kylie goes missing. August 7th, the mom is on internet TV. August 8th, some YouTube detectives come along. August 9th, a vast search from the actual Truckee police happens. By the way, they don't find anything in the lake or any evidence of any fucking party at all. Then, on the 10th, the press conference comes from Nevada and Placer County. By the way, Placer, Nevada was never involved in the search. There is 0 pictures of them searching or looking for anything. August 15th, the search dies down from Truckee because they're like,
I guess if your eyes specifically don't get on something, it never happened. I mean, I don't know. He said he can't find any pictures of the search. I remember a bit to the contrary, but let's roll with it.
like, what the fuck is going on here? August 20th, the same day that the Truckee police are like, hey, the search is going to die down, AWP shows up. The next day, AWP finds the body in 35 minutes, and they confirm that it's her on Facebook at 2:30.
Today, I got a real doozy for you.
Lots
We're
of
gonna go
ads,
over
my boy. Lots of ads. It's okay. That's okay. That's the game.
How can you confirm it? You're not a coroner. You're not a fucking cop. You're a YouTuber.
How can you confirm it? Oh, I don't know. Studying what the victim you're looking for looks like before you go searching for a body, and then seeing the very body that you studied before you found it or looked right at it. I remember he came up pretty certain, pretty shaken. It's her. It's her. I mean, I'm sorry that YouTube didn't, or AWP and all the shittiness that came after that they didn't like zoom in on the poor girl's decrepit face. But what the fuck do you want, man? What do you want? They found it right there. I'm just frustrated and tired. Not a good combination.
So when AWP finds this body at 2:30, it takes a fucking hour for Nevada police to be like, oh yeah, we're aware of the information. And Nevada County Police claims they're sending officers. Officers are on the way. The officers from fucking Nevada County never show up. There's only Truckee police trucks there. There ain't no Placer. There ain't no fucking Nevada. There's 0 of those. So August 21st, AWP finds the body. They're like, yep, it's her. We know. We're the feds, even though they're not. Then Nevada says they're sending people that never fucking showed up. They don't know.
Okay, and what would AWP have to gain by, I mean, they've lost all their credibility because of some sick shit, but what would they have to gain also? Here's another issue again with motive, okay? The Rodney family trying to rip off GoFundMe, Dodge, Zanime, trafficking invisible, non-existing people, and then AWP with all of their successes prior to this and all the creepy shit that was outed way after. They've seen bodies before. They've ID'd bodies before. They studied what they had to look for, and they found it, and they said, that's what we're looking for. There she is. Rest in peace. I'm so sorry. And he has an issue with what? I guess that the police took an hour to announce it. Maybe there's a process that goes into, you don't just go right from the moment to making an official announcement. There's still some sort of bureaucracy that has to take place. I'm sorry it wasn't convenient for you.
August 22nd, the Truckee police still refuse to say it's this alleged body that's called Kylie Rodney. On the same day, Nevada claims on Facebook that the car was found last night. They say last night. They don't say during the day when it was actually found, when the sun is out. They say last night. Now, Nevada County investigators and police, how the fuck do you mix up nighttime and daytime, you goofy fuck? And then last but not least, August 23rd was the last press conference. Nevada said they're staying in contact with the parents. Why ain't Truckee in contact with the parents? And why the fuck is Truckee the only police force that was even there? The people holding this fucking mysterious press conference was nowhere to be found. And this timeline all ends with Truckee police never saying if it was actually her. Which fits perfect because there ain't no fucking information saying this person is fucking real. 0. You know what
I would certainly say that all of the evidence that I think you're on purpose. On purpose. You are avoiding everything that has been shared regarding her very existence, her friends, her family, the funeral, no matter how suspect you want to paint it. I mean, there's so many people that came out. The boyfriend made quite a stink via his social media about being heartbroken. I mean, he was being scrutinized. The best friend, everybody was suspect. I remember, but everybody. So all of this circle of friends and this entire community were all just playing along with this person that never existed, just so that you could uncover it.
But I think it is. I think these motherfuckers are selling foreign kids that have no documentation, which is why there's no information on them. I think they're giving them bullshit names, and I think they're communicating with each other using Google Maps and some weird fucking terminology for when these kids escape and they have to go find them. So they use fake police departments online to be like, oh, we're doing a search, y'all. Hey, we're searching. Then all the weirdos that know this language see it, they get online, they look, and they go search and find this shit, which is why it's this weird fucking community thing going on that no one understands. So you know what I would say? I'd say focus on Icked Mail. I'd say focus on Zanime. I'd say focus on Tony Dodge. And I'd say focus on Popcorn Planet, because all you motherfuckers are weird and tried to cover this shit up, even though it's blatantly obvious when you lay it out that it's all fucking bullshit. Or, and if it is all bullshit, why y'all trying to cover it up so bad? What function do you got going on that involves this? What are you selling? What kind of money are you making? Because all you motherfuckers don't make all this money off your YouTube account. Your YouTube account fucking sucks. Y'all don't get any views hardly at all. So how are you making all this money unless you're selling something that no one knows about, bitch? Zanime, your YouTube channel consists of you doing not a fucking thing but watching what everyone else is saying. Icked Mail, you sit on your fucking computer watching the most boring police chases that are filmed by KCRA3 news channel that Angela Musalam used to work for, by the way. Tony Dodge, you stay up all night in front of a fucking green screen. You've never been outside of that green screen on your shit. You get 0 views, and you have all these people.
Well, he gets 0 views now because your community, because I remember it. Good guys, good gals, go find out who the fuck Tony Dodge was talking about. And, well, you incited more than 200 people at that point. The man, as I recall, I saw videos. I went way back. Remember, I looked into this guy for you because you shouted my video out, and then I felt indebted, and I did my research, and I found things where he was, less than a decent human being, but not guilty of this shit. I found a video of he has a son that went into the military. He's talking to him. This is a man with a life, and he had a successful channel until we all came along and did your bidding. I took accountability for that. You are not. You're doubling, triple. You're infinitying down on everybody you've already dragged through the fucking mud. I thought you were getting sued. I thought there was NDA or not NDAs, cease and desist. Is this a Hail Mary that we're seeing, or what's going on in the courts? I have no information currently of what's going on. I was hopeful that this would never be revisited, that there was some lesson learned. I mean, to some degree, I have a strange respect that he has this resiliency of wanting to find answers, but he himself, when he's right now, in this moment, as he was recording this, finally asking the first question I think he should have been asking himself. What is the motive? What the hell is the motive? Why are any of these people involved? Ask yourself this question. Why Popcorn Planet, Icked Mail, Ronnie's, all of them? Why would these people go out of their way to cover a case in such length and detail that they are a part of? I know. Sometimes hiding in plain sight is the best way to go about it. But if you ask me, the way they went about it is probably if they were guilty, the dumbest way possible to hide a crime or a trafficking network. So this is my first time hearing this part. It's a network that uses names of people that never existed so that the people or kids or adults that are trafficked, if they pop up or escape, they can assume the name. Dude, now we are getting way... See, I'm intrigued. I love thinking outside of the box. I really do. And I love being challenged. And I'll humble myself and admit when I'm wrong. I just never seen you even entertain the idea of an apology to anybody you've hurt. Because you did. You hurt that. I'll only say her first name. Callie. I won't say her last name, even though it's been dragged. That poor girl, that teenager, can never use social media again because of you and your actions and the people that you treat like a cult. There are good people in Creek Squad, but there is certainly a crack squad, and that's the people that do your bidding without asking questions and without thinking for themselves and take your word like it's gospel. And it's dangerous. You harness it. I see the comments and you feed off of it, and it's creepy and it's alarming. And what the hell, man? And then you have your little gatekeepers. I mean, the Creek Squad that I knew when I first started is a shadow of what it was, and it's just going to keep going down, down, down. Your channel, I noticed, you were at 3.1 million subscribers. You're getting the Alex Jones community. And great, you know what? They're also going to happen along your music. So is this all a business move? I do believe that there is a sincere part that believes a lot of this shit, and you're confused. And I empathize with that. Absolutely 100%. I hate being confused, and I hate feeling the lack of trust that we have for the country we live in, of the government that fucks us over on a daily basis. But just taking zero accountability and throwing some serious shit out there, man, allegations and whatnot, just there's no right there is a right answer, but it's not going to come from your end. I like your creativity. I like the way you think. I just wish you were more humble. And, I hope the music goes great. Otherwise, I do hope one day you get some of that humble pie. You need a bit of an ego death, my man. Get some ayahuasca or something. Find a shaman.
That come on your channel to talk about what? Missing kids and who is finding out what? Popcorn Planet. What the fuck do, you fat bitch? You don't do nothing either. You sit around complaining that people are looking into missing kids cases. You're all fucking suspect.
No. Okay, now you're cherry picking the people that took issue with how you went about everything. Okay, and I think Xaname triggered you by not knowing who you were in that first video where I was completely on your side back then. I think you felt absolutely disrespected and you got angry and you handled her accordingly and you made her cry and you seemed very pleased about that.
As fuck. And I'm looking. And I encourage everyone else who watches this video, don't even go say nothing to them. Just watch them. And look and see what they do.
Florida. Well, great. Well, if I know anything about that group, they're not gonna just kind of stay quiet. They don't do that. Oh, let me see. Look, yes, absolutely. Look, I am okay. This place, in this channel of all places, it's okay to disagree with me. I encourage it. Please disagree, challenge me. That's how we can ever only hope to stay sharp. Okay. Unlike some other channels that seem to thrive and focus on mob mentality, groupthink, and attacking people that share different opinions. So thank you for engaging. You're entitled to feel how you want to feel, bro. And if you and me or anyone else have different opinions about it, we don't have to argue apart ways or anything crazy like that. We just don't agree. Boom. In a nutshell, simplest words used to formulate a sentence. I've never really watched Upchurch. I've heard some music, but that's about it. Don't let him hear you say that. He'll tell good guys, good gals, go find that lady. Make her listen to all my music now and find out every text message she's ever sent. She's okay. All right. Anyway. Hey Mishka, great to see you. Yeah. Oh shit, car scar. I love it. I can't help it. Look. I'm human and I feel honored every time I see all of y'all here. Give me the time of day. I know I'm not at 100% right now. All right. I was supposed to have a regular 8-hour shift, and then I was blessed with a 12-hour shift with a half-hour break. So exhausted. Sorry about the muting. I really want to know what it was though. Like at what was it? It was probably the chin. Could have been the Junos. I can say that because, I'm pulling the card. And I'm Colombian, so I can talk about pasteles and patacones and all that. So, yeah. By the way, when you happen to rewatch this or any of Replay crew does, enjoy that first video that I played. It is plumb fucking hilarious. Hell, You know what? Why not just one more time? For those of you that didn't see it, you got to see this. You have to. This is going to see it happen again. This is going to be the best video you've seen all day.
A friend, bro. You just gonna be real, fo. You ain't. First of all, me being friends with Remo, I would assume you were. What's the opposite of homosexual?
Heterosexual.
I would assume his ass is a homosexual, and he different. So if he was not a homosexual,
you gotta say heterosexual.
A heterosexual. So if he was a heterosexuals, bro, I'm gonna assume that you ahead of the sexuals and bro ahead of the sexuals too. I'm already ahead of the sexuals. So I'm assuming everybody who hangs with me is ahead of the sexuals, bro. If you're not ahead of these sexuals, then
so for the record, I'm ahead of the sexuals. I'm ahead of all the sexuals, and all of you for being here. You're ahead of the sexuals, okay? Oh my God, Easter is around the corner. Oh, it's gonna get busy at work. Do you get double time for your extra 4? At my fantastic company where I have private stock, we're not allowed to get overtime. It happens sometimes, but it is not encouraged by any means. Let me, without giving away my sources, let me see real quick. What do we got here? Shadow Band? You know who I'm checking out if you're still here. You know. Let me see what this is about. One moment. I got to be careful because sometimes I am sent stuff that is not YouTube friendly. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and share. Let's play a little Russian roulette with YouTube here. All right, volume is on, and
with the 165 billion we gave to Ukraine, we could have built 6 border walls to stop illegal immigrants from pouring across our southern border. Could have fixed Flint's water system 215 times over.
Easily.
Could have given, I like this one, could have given every homeless vet $2 million.
Holy shit.
Could have given $50 million to every family impacted by the Maui wildfires.
They got $700. They got $700 each.
We got to get our priorities straight, buddy.
According to HUD, they think it would take $20 billion to end homelessness in America. $20 billion. And what'd you say? We've sent 100 and how much? We could have ended
165 billion.
So we could have ended homelessness 8 times over in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's outrageous.
Our priorities
It's outrageous.
Check this out.
Thank you for that clip, Shamrock, by the way. And it's outrageous, but it's absolutely par of the course. Okay, the powers that be have no interest in changing our status quo. Okay, they time and time again they just want to keep us struggling, so we're stuck in the rat race. We got to vote in their elections that are usually not even influenced by our actions, our thoughts, our efforts, our donations, blood, sweat, and tears. That is something. Our foreign aid and our immigration issues is the biggest slap to every American's face. Hands down, 100%. And I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired of that. But I don't want to get on the whole political spiel. I got to edit 3 minutes of silence. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I got to watch out for how sensitive this freaking mic is, or just get a proper stand. There's a lot of things I got to get done, but I'm still getting reacclimated with the new position that is temporary, so I can get back to what I love doing. Thank you guys once again. Mad love, much love. Stay armed, stay dangerous, stay vigilant, stay awake. Ask questions, but critically think. Never blindly just go along. Ever. Okay? There's a saying, only dead fish go with the flow. Good night. Thank you again. Maxwell, White Dragon, Mishka, All Things Independent, Karskar, OG of all the motherfucking OGs right there, son. Saffron, and All Things Independent, and anybody that I missed. Shamrock, you know I love you. Mad love. Y'all are gangsters. I'm gone.